Good day and welcome all my viewers either from the live stream or the YouTube channel. And today we're going to start the first arena run from the year of the dragon. So I'm saving some gold to do this. We have to pay a fee of 150 gold coins and we get a prize after we go. So we're going to pick, well, I don't have a preferred class, but today I think I want to go with Valera, which we have to take into account that with Valera we are going to need lots of taunts and healings since her hero power lets her to reduce the health so quickly. So this is a very good taunt from the Nax Ramas. So this arena is cool because we have the combination of card sets that were from a long time ago, so that you can play in wild but not in standard. All these cards are very nice, but I think this has a extremely power value for the rogue. These two, why can I get both of them? Let's go with the taunt. And let's see later what to. So more we have mech. This guy is all these are so cool. For this to have value we need to focus the deck on producing jades. So this is more like it's going to set the flavor of the entire deck. If I pick Jade Shuriken, on the other hand, 2 damage is pretty cool, but having mechs also can be significantly important, and the weapon is not that bad. I don't know, I like Taunt and Divine Shield. Let's get it. Taunt and Restore Heal. Let's go. Oh, this is cool. I think I like the Blink Fox because the rogue class has the ability to acquire cards from the other classes, and that can lead to having very powerful plays. Now this heals, but now I have maybe too much 5 mana cards, and we are needing 2 mana things, and this is not that great stat wise, but it's still a consideration. Let's go with this. The silence adjacent minions can become interesting if we know that we have it. The only playable here, I think, is the Drake. Of course, we might get some secret, but I think this is strong, and the rogue can kill the 2-1 that gets spawned by the Marsh Drake. More silences of our own guys. This is a good 4-drop. Betrayal is nice to have around, especially in the arena. I think this is. I want to have a strong defense with the rogue, so removing threats is one of the best defenses. Here again we have our 1-drop. This is not a good 1-drop, but it's a 1-2. Okay, now let's still get safe. We're probably going to find 1-drops later on, and Fan of Knives is probably the best because it draws us a card and deals 1 damage to every opponent. And the Hecklebot in the arena is kind of a disaster. Hosen Healer is not. Let's get the 2 drops going. This is a 3 mana for 3. Again, we see this one guy. But this guy can handle some weapons. Let's go with this. Oh, this I love, the Lotus Agents, and the other options are pretty bad. I love the Lotus Agents. Oh, Shade of Naxxramas. one of the most powerful things there are. A bit slow. It's only going to be important if we draw it this one early in the game. So let's get this. If we could kill the Nerubian egg, it could be great. And considering that we might be silencing our things, really is not the greatest thing to have. A 3-1 with stealth, I think, is the best way to go. From here, all these fantastic things. Let's go with Shadow Strike. Also beautiful. Let's get this taunt can be played by 3 mana sometimes. Let's get it. Scale height with rush, it operates as a removal of sorts. We have here now the cold blood. Let's go with the cold blood. And here the power. Let's pick up the mossy horror, which now we have a way to pop up our X. Here, oddly enough, I think the best option for us it will be the Thistle Thief. It's a very expensive draw spell, but it gives you 3 cards. Okay. Might get the Gorgon for aggression, or maybe the mech for defense. This gives me 2 taunts. And the spell damage, so far we only have the Fan of Knives that can benefit from the spell damage. I think this is a bit better. Yet another big taunt. This is a very good taunt. Very powerful stats. We already have too many 5 mana cards. Let's get the Shield Bearer. We don't want more 5 cards. We don't want 5 cards. This guy, I don't know if I want it. The Faceless Rager can be interesting. We have pretty healthy guys, such as the Mossy Horror, the Blossoms, lots of 5 HP. This could be it. On the other hand, the Death Rattle is, I think, having a Death Rattle card is more important in the arena. I think the Lackeys are super powerful here. Let's go with the powerful, more healing or weapon removal. In these expansions, the weapons, I don't know if we are going to be facing very strong weapons, and we already have this pirate, this other ooze. I don't know if I want a second ooze. And the ranged doctor is a good top deck for the late game. As a 1-drop, this is pretty fine. Tenor Blaster looks particularly good. This is a tricky. I think this is one of my favorite cards, since you can eventually get to play it for no mana. But here, I think this is a trick option. We're going with the Iron Dwarf to boost our damage. The curve here is pretty awkward with lots of 1, 2, and 3, and then we drop we have very few 4 drops, and then we have a very strong end game, I think. So place your bets. How many wins do I get? So we have at least we are gaining 1 pack, even if we lose 3 games in a row. But if we get to 4 wins, hopefully. I think we are getting 100 gold back, so it means that we don't change too much from actually having bought the pact instead of gaining the pact. And after 7 wins, we get a complete refund with more than 150 gold reward. Oh, nice top deck for my first turn. Undertaker, the original Undertaker. We have a new Undertaker which is not going to show up in this arena, I think, but it's pretty cool. He does not go face. We have an interesting piece of power play here, so I'm not going to drop the scale height here for the time being.
Here we go.
Nice. We have against another rogue, so probably has built a deck similar to ours.
Thank you.
Maybe coin. If I want to kill the Blink Fox, I have to use my coin here, or just give +2 here and just trade. But that leaves my board pretty empty. Let's go with this.
Here we go.
It was not the best, but anyways, we have the Traveling Healer. I haven't played this card, it's pretty new. So let's see what are the sounds. Pretty intrigued on how does this one speak. I'm not sure if I want to play it right now. Oh, excellent. Take that. Not trading just yet. Let's wait. Maybe we get to play this for just 3 mana. Goodbye. We let the opponent do the trade anyways. And of our ambusher. The mistress of mixtures. Well, we can kill this, but it's probably going to help the opponent more than us. And yeah, let's go. Let's drop the Belcher. It summons a 1/2 slime with taunt upon being killed. The opponent can kill both here, but I think this is a pretty good play, given that given our hand, of course. Let's see what the opponent plays now. Oh, spend your 6 mana. Oh, cool. We are going to.
Here we go.
Of course, we are not going to be playing this now, but let's do this. It should sends this one back up. What's that? There we are. We gain the healing from the Mistress of Mixture. We know the opponent is holding that powerful mech, but we have 1 betrayal ready for something. 6/6.
Don't forget to tip your Tauren.
Oh, Lotus Agents. That's cool. Let's see what can we find. And this looks pretty awesome.
I just want some peace and quiet.
We have silenced our Lotus Agents. Do I have anything else that I have wanted to silence? In the end, we didn't pick anything important in our deck. Whoa! He spent a lot of resources. Why didn't... I think the play was to use this first beforehand. But what do we know? Anyways, can kill that thing. We're not using the effect of the ooze to remove anything, but I think we need to have minions out. Holding back is not a good idea. The opponent now has lots of raw cards, which is going to give him eventually some advantage, so we have to press on.
Many options.
We have a decent amount of good top decks. No, what a good one. How are we going to defeat this burly shovel first? Okay, let's drop some taunts first. Get a couple of luckies. Discover spell. Let's discover spell first. I think the assassinate looks pretty decent today. Keep the weapon charged just in case we might be needing it. That's a big guy. 9-9. He has already killed 2 of my guys.
Desperate seas I roam.
I can punch this with my face. I don't know if that's a good idea. On the other hand, we have this guy. Let's do that. Our guy is sitting behind the protective embrace of the shield bearer, but still he's sitting at 3 HP is not ideal. But we maybe if this sticks around a little bit, we might be healing it with this turtle, which then leads me to getting more heals myself. That's a good. This elemental is a good card for, well, it's for shamans, but oh boy, that's super powerful. I think this is one of the best cards from the last set. I mean, you basically are dealing 8 damage to minions and healing for 8 right away. And that's for 8 mana. And you can do this. That's the bare minimum. You can do much more. Oh, goodbye. Well, in the end, we couldn't save him. Oh, poor guy. Okay, let's see what we get here. I think we go with the draw. This is nice for this thing alone and nothing else. Let's get the holder. Is it? Yeah, let's heal. And the Divine Shield, yeah, this is very powerful. Divine Shield, Now let's see what is the opponent doing here. Rush into this. Okay, we draw one. Another one. Cool. Come on, you have 8 mana. You can maybe play something additional. Something in addition. Okay, we can assassinate here. Betrayal. Is it time for the betrayal? Maybe. Yeah, I think it's time. And do I want a 5 mana card instead of this 4 mana 3/2? Hopefully this is a better one. This is a much better one. Burgly Bully, one of my favorite cards. Whenever the opponent casts a spell, we get a coin. This is going to be very cool. The opponent pretty much needs to kill this. That's a good play. Have the safeguard. Let's put this in the middle just in case the opponent has a betrayal herself. So this gives me lots of protection. It's 10 HP the opponent has to pass through. Oh no, he's silencing it. He didn't like my guy. Well, the opponent has pretty much done a good deal of with this silence. It has pretty ruined me. Let's hope with this we can flip this thing back. Hopefully the opponent cannot remove this without killing it. Don't silence. Don't. Ah, the saps. I'm dead because of that sap. The sap came from... No, he got it from the... Oh. Alright, this rogue was very well prepared against me. I think we were fine at the first part of the game, but then... maybe I think I should not have spent my betrayal so with that board. I was too scary. Maybe I could have held that one back. And of course that frostbolt to my guy was pretty devastating. Paladin, you say? Let's try to find our cheap part of the deck first. No, well, this works. Here you are, betrayal. We need you. We need you to get to the end of the game. So please, please help me, betrayal. Let's see if we can find a 1 mana the rattle. Okay, let's get the golem here. So because our hand is not looking good, the options were all fine.
This one's a real page turner.
Aha! Surprise! And this is a good 3 mana card. Of course, the other ones also very appealing, but then we have our board advantage here. Let's press on. So we can discover Druid Rogue of Shaman in a couple of turns. Druids tend to be the best options most of the time. Well, having 4 mana here is not ideal.
Here we go.
I need of course we knew that our curve was bad, and now we're sitting with a dumb hand without a good play for 4 mana. Oh, that's all my fault. That's one of my regrets. Anyways, even if you draft a very cheap curve, there's no guarantee that you win, but sometimes it helps. Oosh. Mostly horror might be used later. Let's grab something here. Probably we want this. The treasures are fantastic, as the card implies. We can gain mana with this, but I think today this is our hope. And going face. We probably want to be healing soon. We have many options available to do, depending on what the opponent does. Hopefully he does not kill all my entire board. This is a tough one. I think it's pretty cool. Two, three. We could give a strength to this guy so he can kill the guy. Nah, we can eventually buff one of the opponent's guys, so that's an interesting thing to use the betrayal with. Betrayal. And now he should be... I want him to trade here, hopefully. Come on. Heist Baron. Many options available with this. Come on, drop another minion from this side. Oh, now these two can trade, and even if the opponent kills the Harvest Golem, he's losing this thing. So let's see what he has. He needs a taunt.
I must move quickly.
I'll put it on your head.
Huh. Clever. Oh, there you are, the Ancient of Blossoms. Now let's see what the opponent has for this. Paladin can control pretty easily the board, so let's hope he doesn't pack some buffs for his guys. But I'm counting on you to stop the opponent while we wait for something that we can actually play. Please, Ancient of Blossoms, help me here. he can of course hit with these two.
Let me think.
Speaking our top decks, sadly we are not finding our cheap part of the deck, so we cannot combo our evil miscreant, so we get the oh, there comes the buffs. That's a good card for the arena. The bells, I did not want to see those. Okay, it's going to have to be the Tunnel Blaster and hope for the opponent not silencing this. We know he has that guy up there, the 4/6. It's too many cards in hand.
I wonder.
Yeah, everyone wonders. Oh, the good news is that he's sitting at 14 HP. The bad news is that the Paladin class can heal with lots of cards.
Move quickly.
Please move. Good. Sure, I think.
Reporting for duty.
Well. We can cold blood our guy, hit here for 5, it kills these two, leaves this guy pretty weak. And then, what? With my... We're going to have 7 mana. Let's go with this. Maybe summon random +2. I think I want to summon a random 2 cost. Not a good one. Not a good guy for me. Okay, let's go face. Let's see what happens. Oh, we want a fantastic treasure. What do we want? Many options. I think the kobold is the best. The golden kobold gives me a 3 mana 6/6 taunt, which transforms my hand into random legendaries.
Back to your homes.
This gives divine shield for all the 1 HP minions.
One shot, one kill.
Reporting for duty.
Lovely. I can also Mossy Horror. Okay, we want to take care of this guy. So I could betrayal these two or Mossy Horror. Now let's do it. Let's keep it simple.
Double pay. Oh, if you're sure.
I will first.
I got king.
Or do I draw cards? Oh, these are so cool. Let's go with this crown. I think the best option for us. Something like Kill to Sad. This could be so cool. Now, not sure that this is the best move,
Here we go.
because the paladins could have qualities, and then the death winds are not going to be very impressive. But that means we get to keep our deck on hand. The Golden Cobalt was not that impressive because these cards probably are better than random legendaries. Now we have a target for, now that I'm looking at this, if we silence this Deathwind, it recovers the damage. That's a cool thing. Please, so if we top deck the Dalaran Librarian, it's going to be very fun. We can kill the Deathwind with the Mossy Horror. This is killing the Steward of Darkshire. No, what you had? Why? He has twin spell. Why didn't you give? That was a pretty sorrowful mistake. You should have given this guy life steal. It would have healed him for 3 times 6, 18. That could give the opponent 18 health if he. That was a very bad move. At least 18. Maybe more. Well, we ended up top decking our silence guy, but it didn't matter. Well, it seems like the rogue is a pretty popular
You're back.
class in the arena. This is a great taunt, but we want to have early cards in the first part of the game. And maybe this can be played early. Let's see. Nice. So as you see, the Lotus Agents provides very cool opportunities. It was so superb. Uh-oh, I broke a crystal. Let's get these lackeys out when we can.
X marks the spot.
Aha. Let's contest that pirate with the Bleeding Fox, gaining not bad. First time I hear this guy attacking. Evil is fun. This gets returned to hand so often that you barely can hear him doing the attack. Expect the opponent trading here, otherwise finding a powerful play.
I wonder.
Okay, did not trade. Eater of Secrets, really. I think I like using Fan of Knives here. Oh, hello, Betrayal. Once again, we meet. Oh, nice. We have a very strong taunt, Proud Defender. That's a very good 4-drop. If the opponent kills this, it makes the guy stronger. No! Why? Why this? Okay, provided this guy survives, we have a nice safeguard to give him a little buff, or even a cursed castaway. Okay, this is not going to be able to pass through the Proud Defender. Is so powerful, this guy. Super cool. Ah. Later on. Let's leave it. We could maybe go here, but probably not required. Let the opponent do the tradings. He can smack face. No, no, the Fan of Knives. What? What? He's very fond of that guy.
How much is this worth to you?
Okay. Let's use the ooze. I think we are going to give this all the power goes for you, dear Bolt.
I'm warning you. Job done.
Feel the power, my dear Bolt. Safe. Oh, Shiv. Anything else? Perdition's Blade. Ah, that weapon. I didn't. I had the option to get this, and I did not.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Okay, this is your call, Bruiser.
I'm not ready.
Haha, look at that, opponent. We have a 4-5 taunt and the 3-1 stealth. But he can kill this, tick tick, and he's left with the underbelly fence. Do I have a combo card left in the deck? Let's look. Well, nope. There's no more combo cards, so this is just a rush 5-3. Pirate, maybe being a pirate is useful later. Bloodfed Raptor, let's draw. Oh, look, this is nice. We have 9 health for later.
Killing spree.
Here we go.
This is a bit greedy doing this, but I want the opponent to play something, and then we can mostly horror this 2-2. Let's see what is the opponent doing here, and since we have all these healings, I'm pretty happy. Oh, these are going to be very difficult to get rid of. Okay, let's play.
Here we go.
Okay, that's going to pose an issue for the opponent. Probably wants to send 2 of these into my 3 2s. I'm starting to get very fond of these traveling healers. Yeah, I think I'm going to start seeing ways to get them into my decks. Oh, this is a powerful. He can get 3 of these. Well, I think it's time for the Tunnel Blaster to show up.
Important job gets special
Here we go.
I hope this rogue does not have that sap or banish. So this can take care of these guys. That's why the opponent is just trading. He could have used the face. Whoa, look at that animation, it's so cool. What else? Opponent with 10 mana.
The master hungers.
For aluminium +1/+1. I think. No, Massive Horror, not yet.
Desperate seas I roam.
Let me go home. I just want some peace and
Here we
quiet.
go.
That tiny 1/1 was pretty problematic for me. I wasn't sure what to do about it, so I think it's better to control it before the opponent gets to use it in a different way.
Beautiful design.
Let's see, what do we find? Oh, nice. The Ancient of Blossoms. We're going to hit this guy.
Here we go.
Good, we are reaching the very end game. Both of us almost top decking. Little options to play. But I like my chances here. We are ahead in health. Assassinate, of course. And oh, that's a good. I think that's very powerful for the opponent. Oh no.
Who goes there?
Ah, that's a good one. Shoot. Oh, here comes to the rescue. Let me see, what do we get? Not. This is not the best one today. Let's get this for the taunt's sake.
The rage. It claims me. Here we go.
Yeah, the Aya was interesting, but I wanted to have something that can play this turn. So that was it. Shadow Strike. Okay, this is a super nice combo for the audience here. And now the opponent is empty-handed. Just in case, let's check out this one first. I think let's get this just in case. So where is your Jade Golem? There you are. Well, I think the opponent needs a pretty strong card now, or else we have this. That's not going to make it. The opponent still has another draw. Unless we find the Dark Iron Dwarf, which gives me 2 more damage. What other thing? Maybe Blink Fox also can give me the lethal. No, that was not it.
Here we go.
Oh, hello, my darling. We meet again. Traveling healer. My favorite. Yeah, I love you. And what are you going to do? He's sitting at 1 HP, so he cannot use the weapon to kill my minions. He needs a taunt that can survive 4 attacks. Oh. Huh.
Well played.
Well played, opponent. You did fine.
Smart moves. I concede.
Yep. It was a long game. Very fun. So we are now with 2 wins. Let's go for another game. If we get another victory, it will be fantastic. Of course, the longer we progress, the harder it's going to be to beat our opponents. Mage. Uh-oh.
You asked for it.
Mages are very, very, very scary. So against mage, I'm thinking I want to keep the Mossy Horror just in case. So hoping for the mage to have very low cost minions. I mean low attack minions that we can destroy. This is not a good. These 2 are not good cards to keep in the opening hand. And the opponent happens to have the coin. We're going to need a lot of healing. I think this is a bad start against mage. Let's hope we find something very, very, very powerful. Okay, the egg, this one against the mage can be useful because mages runs many AoE cards that can accidentally kill the Nerubian egg. And eventually with the Mossy Horror we get to destroy it if need comes to. Okay. He seems to be trying to pop the egg, the mage herself.
You shall not pass.
Here we go.
So now he is going to need something stronger to kill the egg and the taunt and the 4/4 that spawns. 5 mana with
Rotten to my core.
okay, this is not looking great. I think we use this betrayal. This is bad, guys. I'm not getting my important cards early on.
Drink the power.
Oh no. He got so much power out of that bird. Psychotron. 6/4. Let's.
I don't have enough mana.
I think the egg is stopping the mage from using some spells. So I don't know if I want to Mossy Horror just yet.
I wonder.
So maybe we get to play the ranged doctor and stay on the game.
I wonder.
We shall end this disturbance.
Spell damage. Why? Why spell damage? Okay, please do not blaster. I think I.
Here we go.
Of course, I did not need to do that, but it's better to control it as much as we can. Oh, look at the opponent. That's so unfair. Oh, guys, we are in deep trouble here. We need our traveling healers, as a matter of fact. Ah! Well, I think it's over. Oh, okay, now we drew our cards in the wrong order. Let's move on. Nothing to see here. Okay, let's get to play. Who made this deck? My deck is a disaster. Useless deck. Okay. Against Priest, this is going to be interesting.
Watch your back.
We're going to keep the Sewer Ooze. Of course, we don't expect the Priest to get weapons, but for attack minion is very significant against Priests. Dropping the Shield Bearer is not going to do much for me at this point. Let's get the Spawn of Nasot. This Healbot is also consideration, but this guy is so cute and eventually can give +1/+1 to my Shield Bearer. Okay, let's give the opponent something to deal with. I don't remember if the priest can have the Duskbreaker Dragon in these expansions.
Here we go.
So we get a priest card with the blink fox. Not sure if we're going to be able to do something with it.
All mine!
You can kill this. Let's do that. See what we draw. Nice.
Here we go.
Still, the shield bearer is holding the fort, which is nice.
You wish to live forever?
Oh, this guy is so cool.
I taste blood.
Well, we still have more taunts.
I'm not ready.
Let's prepare our weapon. I think the opponent is finally going to be able to kill my 4-3, which has been dealing a significant amount of damage. Oh, he's freezing it. Whoa. That was not expected. So what if I yeah, let's
You call that a weapon?
this guy is still hanging around. The opponent decided not to trade with this, which probably was a poor choice, I think.
Is someone injured?
Now, if the opponent... Oh, I was thinking if it's about time to use the Thistle theme. I like this. I can hit here, trade. Let's go with this theme. Interesting. Well, the opponent is aching to use one of these cards. What is it? Is it the Holy Nova? Maybe? He's going to play this card.
My duty is to the king.
Oh! Finally! Okay, let's go with the Sludge Belcher. Spawn of Zots. If we get these guys +1/+1, it's going to be so fun. I can trigger my guy with the Mossy Horror. But do I want to do that?
Give me a quest.
No, he's stealing the wrong one. No, that was not. You should have taken the other guy. These guys are so greedy. I think we do go with this. I like this.
Never skip decade.
Shadow Strike. 5, then 2 more. That's enough to get rid of these. Of course, if only I could play 2 of these guys. There we go. And play the stealth guy. Let's see what the opponent does with this stuff.
I supply only the finest creatures.
Oh, this is a very good one. Oh no, he's killing and getting a stealth guy. Oh. Well, I need this Blink Fox to be very, very powerful, or I'm not telling the story.
Well played.
2 damage to all. Is 2 damage to all enough?
Killing spree.
Well, this is the end of this first arena run in the Year of the Dragon with Rogue. We've met formidable opponents, we've met very interesting card combinations, and of course, extremely powerful plays, which are very fun. Let's see what is our reward here. We got 2 wins, 3 defeats, almost average. The average, I think, is 3-3. 50 gold. So in the end, we paid 150 to enter. We get 50 back. So it's like we just bought this pack. Let's open it and see if we find a good card. Oh, there's an epic card hiding there. Let's open the commons first. Scrap Hound. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain much armor. And given that this guy is a mech, this is a very important card. If you use Magnetize to get, you can give this much larger attack. Heroic Innkeeper. It's an 8 mana 4/4 with taunt. Gains +2/+2 for each other friendly minion. Pretty hard to use, but maybe it can find some way to be played. Maybe with Shadow Walk, who knows. Dalaran Librarian, a pretty interesting concept, which lets you silence your own minions. And nowadays there are not obvious target for using this Dalaran Librarian, but we might find something down the road that we can use it. An Inferno, give your demons +1 attack, deal 1 damage to all minions, and Dragon Speaker, a paladin card that gives all dragons +3/+3, which is superb. Okay, that's going to be it. Until then, until next time, sayonara.